$10 is the lowest per month in 4 weeks, 4 charging spots that I've gone. Only $10. So I can have 3 burgers for whole month.
Hey Amit, thanks for joining us.
Hey Daren, how are you?
The Model Y can hold a lot of snacks in its trunk. Because there's no engine, both the snacks and our environment are clean and fresh. So in this video, we speak to Amit, one of the earliest Model Y owners in Singapore. Got his car in August 2022.
That's right.
To understand the true cost of owning a Tesla in Singapore, click subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. We hear airplane noise is because right behind us is Changi Airport. You see, a plane was just taking off and landing. Amit, can you tell us about your journey? How did it begin with Tesla?
Okay, so first of all, I'm quite satisfied with this model. Model Y is the best model I have had right now in Singapore. But before this, in Dubai, my journey started with Tesla with Model X. That was the Falcon door. My kid liked it a lot. We've enjoyed our 6 months with Model X over there. But after coming to Singapore, I waited for a full year to go for the last word in SEXY. This is the best car. I've heard the reviews when it is launched in US. A good reviews has been here. It's the most sold off car. Not for Model 3. I waited for all my anxiety for this one, for this Model Y, and I'm quite impressed. Luckily, I was the first day owner of the car. By God's grace, everything is going good. 7,000 kilometers that I have done till now in Singapore in 7 months. Not a single problem, not a single time I have to go back to the service center. Just the normal tire pressure checks, nothing apart from that. No oil check, as you said there is no engine over here. It's just normal water check for the wipers, and that's it. Nothing, no maintenance. It's worry-free car.
We have a lot to talk about that. Now, no engine means no emissions. It means Model Y is a perfect car for us to also camp. So we're going to go to Amit's favorite charging spot and we're going to activate camp mode and talk more about the cost of owning this Tesla. See you inside.
Let's go.
We're inside Amit's Model Y. Where are we heading to? Which charger?
Okay, so my favorite charger over here is Changi City Point. That's the destination Tesla charger. Every time I go over there, I keep on doing experimentation of various charging points using various providers. And that's one of my, you can say, near to my office, but it's the best charger that I've seen so far.
Let's head there.
Let's go. Right.
So as Amit gives us a drive, we're now going to ask Amit about your upfront cost of getting this car. That means the base price, the COE, any other mods you have to pay for.
Right. So as far as this model concerned, this is the base model that I have gone to is 95K. Just to remind, this is August 2022 prices that I'm quoting about. So this is 95K is the base price. Then I've got 20-inch induction wheels, $3,000 extra. No extra modification, no color change or no seat covers change. I have done it. Estimated ARF at that time was 95 at the same one. We have VAS subsidy and EV subsidy 45 less. And of course, the important COE, lucky to be the first Model Y owner, the COE at that time was 106K. Total 260 is my in-house price for this model, out of which 60% is my loan, car loan. That's from OCBC. At that time the scheme was going on, so 1.38% is what I've got the car loan. So far so good. At that time I think it got changed there in a bit at this moment. So as of now, this is my cost of owning the vehicle, plus the changes that I have made in my car is basically 2-3 changes, because I was owning the first Model X and from which I've got some learnings. So the first and foremost thing is the power frunk. I've just gone ahead and made it power frunk, so on the button from my app or even from the screen it can be changed easily. The second one is of course the swivel screen that you are looking at. It's quite good. It's quite good for me while driving it and my wife to entering the address or any destination that we are going to. The third one, I've used it on my doors. I've changed it to the soft locking doors. That is extremely important for me is because I've seen it in Singapore, the doors are getting banged and they are getting spoiled quite heavily. So the first thing I've changed, the first day changes that I've done is the soft closing door. And the last thing is the good thing is about the door handles. I wanted to do it something different, so I put the light color handles over there, but unfortunately my wife and my kid don't like the colors, so they stick me to the white borders of the handles. So those are the things that I have done. The extra additional things that I have taken is the mats. Of course there are five mats that I have taken: front one, driver seat, pillion seat, the back seat, and then the trunk one. So total five set. I've got it from Lazada somewhere about $150. About 99 sale was over there, so I got it quite cheap. So that's all. That's the cost of owning the model. Capex in IT language, what we call it as.
The base cost, including COE, is 260,000. The cost of all the mods collectively?
About $2,000.
About $2,000. So $262,000 all in for Amit.
Yes,
Not bad.
It is. It is quite good. It is quite cheap. I'll say by seeing the jumping COE prices right now, what's going on. So it gives me a shock, but I'll hold off all these things for the Model Y. Yes, and I'm quite happy with driving it on the roads like this one, especially on Singapore roads where you just put it on the auto drive. Voila, just go it ahead, no problem.
That is true. While COE prices have gone up across the board, Tesla has recently reduced their base list price by 5%. So it about nets off the COE increase recently. You can get a base rear-wheel drive white Model Y for 253,000 Singapore dollars if you count today's COE of 120,000. Mind-blowingly high.
Now we are just entering to Changi City Point.
Here in Changi City Point, we're not going to see superchargers, we're going to see Tesla destination chargers, which are basically your wall connectors that you can buy at home. But here at level B1 and pillar C4, you see our destination chargers, the 4 wall connectors. So let's get parked and start charging.
So these are my favorite chargers over here. It's quite good. I'll show you how it works. Come on. Great. So these are the destination chargers. As you know, it's quite good, quite slim, very powerful. Just like the normal charger, open the wall connector, the port over here like this one, plug in, and that's it. It works on everything on its own. The power that it comes out from over here, it's 11 kilowatt. It's quite good for this car to charge from 10% to let's say 80%, somewhere about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. It gives me a good charge. The green light is blinking, so it is charging a lot. Good.
A little known fact about these wall connectors is that they are free currently for Tesla owners in Singapore. No charging costs. So if you want to reduce your charging costs like Amit, find these destination chargers. They are available in about 4 to 5 locations island-wide right now. The biggest one is in Resorts World Sentosa. And if you're living in the east, come here to Changi City Point.
That's right. So these are my favorite charge spots, and you will be amazed knowing that how much is going to cost me for complete week. The range for this model is 430 kilometers, and any guesses how much for 430 kilometers I need to charge? Just to your surprise, it's gonna to cost me less than the McD burger. I'm quite hungry on this one. So the entry parking charges are merely $2.30, which is less than this $3 cost McD chicken burger, and it works for full week for me, 430 kilometers. So this is just for 3 minutes. This is for a week. Enjoy.
Now you're showing us the McChicken, you're making me hungry, and also a bit warm here in the car park. So Amit, we turn on camp mode and enjoy the climate controls in the Model Y as the car charges.
Let's come on. So that's the good thing about the swivel screen over here. Just turning on the camp mode, just press of a button and it's enabled.
So this button here is camp mode. And with camp mode, climate control turns on. Amit's Tesla is on camp mode, so let's head right in from the trunk. Just look at how luxurious this is. And we can close the trunk door using the Tesla app.
It's just closing it and got closed.
And that's it. Look at all the space down here. We got a panoramic sunroof as well. Luxury. Amit has folded down the back seats of his Model Y. We've put down some cushions behind us. And we've got blankets below. So a lot of us can actually sleep in a Tesla. In fact, the Tesla Owners Clubs in Europe and Japan, they're organizing a Tesla Campers Day on 1st to 2nd July, where you literally sleep in the Model Y. How do you feel? I believe this is your first time trying camp mode in your car.
This is the first time I am seeing the luxurious space that I have in my car, and I have not seen it up to this point, but it's a too much space for a family of 3-4. This is a good space that you can have it. And in a camp mode like this one, wow. Thanks Daren for letting me know. It's like a huge add-on experience for me.
You're welcome. So you can see in the console behind us, the car's on camp mode, and it's still charging at the same time. So if you've got a long charge, especially with a slower charger, feel free to chill here. You can watch your YouTube, Netflix, take Zoom calls,
Right.
eat snacks.
Yes, Zoom calls. Yes, that's the good thing that now we've got in the addition of the new software update. That reminds me about the running cost. So apart from Tesla chargers, I've tried my SP charger, the private providers like SP, Shell, Charge Plus, Kigo, and various others. Volt is also one of them. But in that all those things, I still find Tesla superchargers 10 to 80% in 30 minutes, and the destination charger, if I keep it charging over here, the parking charges cost me about just $8 in a day, morning till evening. While I'm doing my work, car is having its own juice, and then at the end of the day I can take my car and go home fully 100% charged. By the way, yes, that's one of the thing that I also would like to clear. Charging at 80% or charging at 100%, that's $1 million question. Tesla RMs tell the drivers that you can still go ahead and have 100% charging for Model Y.
LFP version, so we are rear-wheel drive can.
Yes, 100% full, and on paper it's 450 kilometers return in 7 months. It got somewhere about 430 kilometers for me, and I'm seeing another Tesla is
Another
getting...
Model 3 next to us, also utilizing free charging here.
Yes, it's a holiday season, so everybody comes over here for shopping, and after 6 o'clock, just $2.30, guys, come over here and let's have a chit chat and say hi, hello over the coffee.
So Amit's charging cost is, I think, one of the lowest I've seen in any Tesla owner in Singapore. Of course, most Tesla owners are charging cost per month roughly about 90 Sing dollars, which is still almost 3 times cheaper than petrol. What other ongoing costs?
Right, and the experiment that I have done is in the month of February, how much low I can go up to, and $10 is the lowest per month in 4 weeks, 4 charging spots that I have gone. Only $10, so I can have 3 burgers for whole month.
Zoom, we were talking about it earlier on the drive. requires premium connectivity. So there's an additional cost of $17 per month for Tesla owners. Are you
That's
using
right.
it?
Luckily, I don't, or fortunately, unfortunately, I have not taken premium connectivity. So that's $17 less for me per month charging. Now, whatever the hotspots or the main functionality like Apple Play, the good feature that Apple has, the Tesla has just provided in recent month. Then we have Spotify that works on hotspots. It's only Zoom. Recently, they put it on the premium connectivity. Hopefully, going forward, they will also loosen the Titan spots and make it on hotspots. Then why not? We will enjoy that one as well.
I think Tesla wants some hooks to get owners to subscribe to premium connectivity. For those who are new to Tesla's premium connectivity is basically like their onboard 4G, their SIM card inside the car computer, so that you don't need to manually roam all the time. Now with Tesla officially opening in Malaysia, hopefully by end of this year, they're already in Thailand. One ask is that premium connectivity gives us ASEAN-wide connection, like what happens in Europe. Then I think a lot more people will subscribe for it.
Wow, that's good. That's good to know. And then if we have a single SIM card working in all these nearing countries,
Yeah.
it will be best. So the drivers from even Bangkok, they can come over here, and Singapore drivers also can have a wide variety going to a large range.
That's right. One SIM to rule them all.
Great. Good to know.
Any other costs you have on maintenance? So there is no engine in this car, but are you paying for tire rotation, wiper fluid?
Okay. No tire rotation. Okay. So the only thing that I have done as of now to help the curbs, because there are rashes on the wheels, rims. So I've just got the alligators. It's just $100 alligators. I got it from US. The fitting charges are $50, and that's it. The coolant water, I do it every weekend. When I clean the car, I make sure that the coolant is sufficient. And as of now, I'm just using normal water. Even if Tesla is suggesting to go for the specific water or specific colored or chemical water, I'm still trying on the plain pure water, and till now I don't have any problems.
It's all good so far.
Right. And then as of now, no maintenance, luckily. No scratching, no bruising, no no glass scratches or anything like that. Keeping my fingers crossed to things going on like this one.
Do you turn on Sentry mode in Singapore?
Sentry mode, yes, a lot of time whenever I go outside or especially the places which I'm not familiar of, I keep the Sentry mode on, and I keep my phone over here in the car, one phone over here connected with the Sentry mode, so that if any like door opening or hitting to the doors, if such thing happens, I can immediately get footage. Some other interesting facts that I have seen in the footage is that people looking into the glass, checking out what's the interior and how's the interior. People taking selfies on the car, keeping their hands on the bonnet, looking out the various models, specs, and family discuss over the car saying that this model good or that model good. So for me, as compared to Model 3, Model Y is always good. It's the world's best safest car awarded this year. Am I right?
That's right. The world's safest car, and it's likely going to be the world's top selling car this year by revenue and volume. In Europe in Q1, this is already the best selling car in Europe, despite being more than double the price of all the other cars in the top 10 sales. What is your road tax and insurance?
Right. 2000 is the road tax initially that I paid it for 1 month, and insurance I've gone for AKIX. That's about $1,500. Luckily, my 50% NCD from Oman Insurance carried forward and got validated in Singapore. So if you people wanted to move from some other country in Singapore, there is a possibility of reducing your insurance, saving on your insurance by having 50% NCD if you are driving for more than 3 years or more. Am I right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. So 1.5K is lower than average for many other, especially new Tesla owners in Singapore.
Yes. If you don't have any driving experience or you don't have any car, the starting of the insurance, which is 0% NCD, starts with somewhere about $3,000.
You drove a Model X in Middle East.
Right.
What's the cost of ownership price difference in Singapore compared to
Wow.
Middle East?
That's amazing. 130K SGD
Huh.
in Dubai with Model X top ultra model. It's the beauty and it has everything. The good thing over there was free parking.
Huh.
Dubai has a free parking, and luckily I used to stay near Burj Khalifa. So over there are two Deva chargers. Like SP is the provider over here. Over there is Deva, and they used to have free charging. Just you need to have a cable. The cable was also provided by Tesla. So you just need to go tap in your card. That card was also given by signing your Tesla car.
Wow.
So you don't have to go anywhere, separate portal, another application. On the next day of having the Tesla car, you will get the Deva charger card. Start using your card immediately. Zero fills, the currency over there, zero fills and 0 dirhams was my running cost in X. I've enjoyed it like anything. Of course, there were some curves which was very tight spots. It got brushed off. It just took me somewhere about 500 dirhams for making it sure. But then later I've had their PPF worth of about 10,000 dirhams. Full car got PPF, ceramic PPF, and what you call glass tint, exactly. So the tinting was also created over there. In 10,000 dirham everything was done, and for 6 months it was luxury. Just come home, put car for the charging in Burj Khalifa parking charger.
So fancy, so atas as our Singaporean friends say.
Marabba, it was like a good life over there.
It was. Okay, so you're a Tesla owner in Singapore, but any car owner, like, you're already paying the most in the world. So that's a reality we live with. We do our best to make the most out of it. So for our friends here in Singapore, Tesla also announced a recent price cut to try to help out a bit. What advice do you have for people in Singapore who are still worried about the cost of owning a Tesla in this country?
I myself was ICE owner. I was driving Honda CRV for 10 years over here. Later, I have extended for 5 more years, but I've just sold it off at the 3rd year later. And it was pretty good car. It has because of engine, it has its own oiling problem, some engine problem, vibration and all those things. Petrol car, 2.4 liters. But I had good experience of ICE car. But after using Model X, no to ICE. Environment friendly. This is the best car. This is the best EV. Let it be Tesla. Let it be any other model. No harm. It is environment friendly, eco-friendly. In fact, some of the governments are making sure to lock on their petrol cars. After certain year, there's not going to be any petrol cars. Like in Singapore, 2030 is the target has been set up.
And if you want to get a car where you can actually chill like this, camp, it's got to be a Model Y. In Model 3, you can do this as well, but because the back entry is a bit lower, you got to climb in a little bit more. This one, you're big, you got more people. I think like parents, you can fit in one child in the middle as well. Look at the space that we have in between us.
That's good. The next model that I'm looking forward is Model X in Singapore.
Fingers crossed, huh? There are rumors that the refreshed S and X will come to Thailand by the end of this year. So hopefully the rest of Southeast Asia could get it by next year. They're already expanding the distribution for S and X.
That's the best car. I would like to have it in Singapore, the authorized car, not the parallel importers, but the actual car that I wanted to have it over here so that I can go ahead and I should try the Falcon Wings even in Singapore. Why not?
I agree. Amit, thank you so much for sharing your experience on the true cost of ownership in Singapore for Tesla. If you have any questions for Amit and I, just let us know down in the comments. So this is now the 3rd video where we talk to Tesla owners on their cost of ownership. Everyone's reality is different. For our previous 2 owners, their Model 3 was the first car they ever owned. For Amit, he's a veteran car owner. He's also a veteran EV owner, owning a Model X in Dubai, and now the Model Y, one of the first owners in Singapore. So actually, if there's any problem in the Model Y, he's probably going to be the first to identify it because he got it earliest.
Yes, and to all the friends over there, you should give a try to Model Y. Just at least have a test ride. You'll get to know the pros and cons. Plus also go for EQS, MERS, BM also have their I series. Then Polaroid, they are also going to have their fleet along with BYDs. So all these EVs, you can have a test ride and then you can decide yourself to go for the EVs, which one suits you more. And to have the fact that if you have the supercharger and destination chargers like this, Tesla is amazing, of course.
There is no perfect car out there, but try the Model Y. You find a link for a test drive down in the video description. You just need a Singapore driver's license. I'm also test driving other brands of EVs because every EV replacing an ICE car is a win for our planet. So in 2 weeks' time, I'll share with you a short review of the BMW iX. That car costs a lot in this country. It starts at 510,000 Singapore dollars. I'm scratching my head. So stay tuned to that. If you found this video useful, please click the like button. Hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla.